Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. This was an easy one. I was right again. No surprise because I don't think it was hard to figure it out. But nevertheless, do you remember that former Wagner commander called Nom de Guerre, Gray Hair? Remember the guy? All right. Well, he's activated. I said this a long time ago. Let me show you. When I made this video on August 23rd, 2023. I made this video saying Prigozhin, Russia confirms Prigozhin was aboard the crashed plane. Gray hair, Sedoy takes over. That's Andrei Troshev, that guy over there. And I made this beautiful video because it was beautiful. And not only this one was regarding the gray hair. I made another video again when it was related to the mutiny, Prigozhin Wagner's mutiny, when Putin invited Prigozhin and I think 36 commanders, and he asked them at the Kremlin 6 days, I think, after they started and ended that mutiny, and Putin asked the commanders, guys, do you think that you would function better under the orders of this guy? And some of them said, oh, yeah. Some of them did not answer. And then Prigozhin intervened and said, no. I'm in charge here. They don't. So. And then I said, that means that's the guy that Putin will push forward after Prigozhin is going to be out. I said that on at least 2 videos. I think that was one. Another one was when I covered that meeting with Prigozhin and Putin at the Kremlin. So let's see the article that confirms this. So let's go from this one to the first article right here. Associated Press, Putin orders former Wagner commander to take charge of volunteer units in Ukraine. That's Wagner Group. Here they are. Here is the gray hair. Here is Vladimir Vladimirovich. So President Putin has ordered one of the top commanders of the Wagner military contractor to take charge of volunteer units, quote-unquote, fighting in Ukraine, signaling the Kremlin's effort to keep using the mercenaries after the death of their chief, Yevgeny Prigozhin. In remarks released by the Kremlin on Friday, Putin told Andrei Troshev that his task is to deal with forming volunteer units that could perform various combat tasks primarily in the zone of the military special operation, end quote. So that's one. Let's go to the next one. The next one comes from The Independent. Putin recruits former Wagner commander, gray hair, Troshev, to oversee Ukraine's mercenaries. And ignore this commercial right here, obviously. This is what our children see, and they will say, hey, that's just... Anyway, so let's go and read a little bit here. Again, President Vladimir Putin recruited a former aide of late Wagner chief Yevgeny Prigozhin to oversee mercenary fights units in Ukraine. The Russian president met Andrei Troshev, who is known by his nom de guerre, Sedoy, or gray hair, along with Deputy Defense Minister Yunushbek Yevkurov. On Thursday night, the Kremlin said in a statement. And the last article here comes from Reuters. Putin discusses Ukraine war with top Wagner commander Troshev. This guy, remember? This guy. This is going to be the one. And I said it before, it was not hard. It was hard in that way, but not hard to figure things out here. Why? It's just not... anyway, man, you have to pay attention. That's all. You have to pay attention, memorize, make patterns, and look at interest. In this case, why would Putin tell those guys in the meeting in the Kremlin, how about this guy right here? And then you hear Prigozhin saying, obviously, this is your nemesis, my friend. So again, this is volunteer units, and these guys want to leave from, but I'm not going to let them, because I'm in charge here, god damn it. So it says here that in the meeting underscored the Kremlin's attempt to show that the state has not gained control over that the state had now gained control of the mercenary group. I said that they will take over. They will command it, be in charge of it through proxies or people who are, yes, I mean, what do you think you're going to let them be? Yeah, okay. And don't think the same, don't think the Americans will not do the same thing. Do you think that those guys in Iraq, when I first heard about the Blackwater, they're called private military contractors, okay? When I heard about those the first time, I said, yeah, do you think those guys did whatever they wanted? To a certain extent, because sometimes you say this, when someone asks you a question, hey, tell me about that one. You might not answer, or you might say, you know, I can't. Because if I tell you this is going to hurt both of us in the future. Therefore, the military says, don't give me information. Don't brief me on that. You do whatever you need to do, but don't give me that information. Because if time comes, I don't want to be called down and say, hey, you knew about it. Yes, I did. Well, you're guilty too. Oh, shit. We say, I was not briefed on that matter. Sorry. Or not sorry. The same here. All these things are controlled, obviously, by the big dog, which is the state, the government, always. The government meaning the military. And who's in charge of the military? Now, it depends. If it's really the president or are the generals. I would say the generals, because the generals actually have under their command these guys. The other guys far away. The same with the Secret Service or protective services, or however you want to call them, the ones that take care of the president. They're not at the president's command. Yes, technically they are, but they're not. They have something in their little ear, okay, and they hear those orders. And if an order is given, it's not given by the president, it's given by his direct superior. And who can give him, eliminate that target or cover that or whatever the order might be. And he's not going to say, what? No, excuse me. Hey, are you sure that that's the one I need to do? Do you think he discusses the order? He does what he's been told in his earpiece, not what the president says. And if those guys say the president of the United States of America is, I don't know, a foreign asset or something, we don't even have to tell him that. He doesn't have to do. He's just a weapon. That's what he just does, like you know, control the trigger. That's all you do, or whatever you do. Click. The same here. Do it, he's going to do it. The question's asked later. I'm pretty sure that's a all procedure. If they say eliminate the president, I don't think they will do it on the spot. Obviously, they have to probably confirm that with some other. That's how I would think. I was never a Secret Service over there or anything, or here. But I'm guessing that you can't just say eliminate the president. Okay, boom. I'm sorry, differently. A boom or something. Not like that. It's your hand there, right? But anyway, you will not do that. You have to probably go through verify. But if these guys are spoken, still is not the president the one who's going to determine. So, yeah, gray hair is back as I knew, and probably most of you must have known already. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.